twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Caught in Two Minds podcast.
Meanwhile, Shelly weaves his way through.
Hey now, what's really going on? Welcome to the podcast, Caught in Two Minds. E. Marshall, Fitz, aka at Guna Rush.
Yeah. How's everybody?
Look at him.
A quick little midweeker, a little buckshot.
Transfer deadline coming after a game. It's all weird this year,
Yeah.
I feel like we usually have a whole day. Well, I guess we did, but man, you were getting ready to play. Who knows? Anyway, Arsenal win 5 in a row. 15 from 15. If that's what they say. I can't
High-flying Gunners.
Scoring goals. Tremendous. I don't know what else to say, really. It was a fantastic match to watch. It was fun, enjoyable. The intensity we played with is what really caught my eye. There was no smiles, no giggling, no dancing. We were trying to get after those fools. So
yes.
That's all, that's always been my knock. We gotta match the intensity with intensity and even be more intense if we're playing at home. And I thought we did.
Remember, we used to always say from the start,
right?
We would always get into these late second. Oh, they turned it on somehow. What happened? Oh, right. Do that shit from the start. Well, that's what we're doing now.
And when you're able to do that, if you do give up a silly goal, it doesn't take time. It doesn't take a long time to respond. And that's what we've been proving lately too, because we're always on that edge. We're always intense and fighting.
Yeah, man, the crowd just rocking. It was loud in there again.
No complaints about the home crowd. Last year we had a few complaints. We said a few things, but the atmosphere is tremendous.
Yeah,
I can't complain at all from the jump.
Yeah. It's really exciting in the Emirates right now. Very exciting.
Odegaard had his, he left his hair a little messy.
Got it.
Fair
throw it around a little bit.
Feather child from Norway. Anyway, good times. 2-1 was the final score. Could have been 4-0 at halftime. We missed a lot of opportunities, but we didn't miss half as many opportunities as the referee.
Oh.
What an absolute shit show. 2 weeks in a row, 2 refs who you can see it on their faces. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They're just, they're guessing. They're pretending to be referees and just trying to figure it out as it goes, but this is the highest level of football.
I mean,
in the best league, and this is the shit we're getting. Clearly a foul on Xhaka in the first half.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
Clearly a foul. Ridiculous
penalty
that that VAR looked at it and still said no.
Right.
Wow, you can just grab a guy from behind around the chest and pull him down. Okay.
Doesn't matter if he went down easy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. People are saying that, some Arsenal fans, he went down kind of easy. He's got to be stronger there. Doesn't matter. That's what you are trained to do. And as a fan, a supporter of the club, I want him to do that. I want him to try to get a penalty there if it's legitimate. Yeah, he may have went down easy, but Mings didn't do himself any favors by literally picking him up and flipping him on the ground with one arm.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it was stone cold. It was blatant. And I don't get the argument that he went down easy. I don't understand what that means. That's what you're supposed to do in the box.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been applauded in Italy for that. Like
South America.
That's beautiful football right there. Like realizing the situation and definitely drawing a foul that was legitimately a foul. You know,
like you can even
reminds me of the. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say you can even say he baited him into it. You know what I mean? Like he goaded him into fucking giving up that penalty.
Yeah,
and, that's going down
kind of a Jesus style play. Like hey, just because I'm the smaller doesn't mean I can't take position and put you in a spot. He
did that to Mings too with just strength, and he understands how to put his body in the right position and get leverage. But go ahead, look at me. I'm all over the place. Go ahead.
My theory with the refs in the Premier League is that it just, when you see it, like you said, they look lost sometimes in the eyes, like they don't even realize like there is too much thinking going on. I think the Premier League has just filled refs' heads with do this, we're concentrating on this, don't call these, and like the irony of it all is that VAR was supposed to kind of take that type of pressure off of the ref.
Right.
The ref could just go out there and call the game the way you've been trained, the way you played it growing up your life and how you know soccer. Go call it. Hey, we got VAR and we'll catch some stuff if you miss it. But don't, just go be a pure, footballer out there. But no, they got too many things stuck in their head. And
they're like,
I'm sure there's a warning going into Arsenal games that, hey, these teams, they like to play rough with Arsenal. So, call your fouls, but don't let it dominate the whole narrative of the game. And it just gets ridiculous.
Right. You're saying the refs are thinking too much out there instead of just refereeing, kind of like Arsenal last year with the players.
Yeah.
And look at them this year. There's no thinking going on out there. They're moving instinctually.
Natural movement.
I think with that. But these last two refs in particular, I've never really seen them. They're not common guys. They're new. I think the one from last week was from Australia. I don't even really know these guys' name. I didn't recognize them. And the looks on their faces, tells it all to me. They're lost and they're in a tough spot because when you're refereeing an Arsenal match, the way we're playing this year and the pace and the intensity and the ball movement and the spreading around, it's a lot going on for one dude in the middle to be running around trying to keep up. And I noticed that a lot. The refs are out of position on a lot of their calls against Arsenal or for Arsenal. I have to go back and look at that penalty on Xhaka, but I don't think he was anywhere near that play to make the call. You know what I mean? I don't think he was up close. I think he was kind of, because it was I think Xhaka just took off and beat like 6 people. And ended up
he did exactly what we talked about last week, how it's not just the turn on, but he turns and gets upfield. He just turned and left everybody. It was like, wow.
Then the Ramsdale to me was a foul on the keeper. They always give those. Nobody would have batted an eye if that was a foul on the keeper. They always do that.
Yeah.
The joke is keepers get too much protection. And everybody knows that, and we laugh about it. But yeah, that's a foul on the keeper. But against Arsenal, in this case, nope. And how about the replays on that? They show a shitty replay, and then they're no, that's the announcers. Oh, I'm fine with that. But when they show the other replay, he's got his arm wrapped around Ramsdale's back. You know what I mean? He's got his arm wrapped around him. You're like, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
He's keeping Ramsdale from going out and catching that ball.
Yep.
I've seen
same thing happen in the soccer one. They did the same thing.
Oh, replay.
The first angle was from behind, and you were like, maybe he did go down easy. And then they showed the second one, and he was wrapped. But they had already decided, there's nothing to that. There's nothing to it.
They had already moved on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 2 of our goals this year, actually 3 of our goals this year, have just been, presence for the other team. The Saliba own goal, the Gabriel, and this last one yesterday.
Yeah.
That was anyway, that was ridiculous.
And you're talking, I don't have the exact stat, but I would imagine that's, like 3 out of 5 goals scored against us. Something like that were kind of gifts. I mean,
yeah, the defense is playing good, man. The defense is playing
very
good.
Very good.
Probably one of the strongest parts of our team, to me, is the depth and the experience, the size, and the technical ability by all of them.
And don't seem to miss a beat with the subs that come in or who they interchange with. I mean, he's got depth in the back line now. Where
I love when Holdini, Rob Holdini comes in the last 10 minutes of the match. You're like, okay, we got it.
Yeah.
Big Rob is out there with his hair.
The new substitutions Arteta takes full advantage of,
Yeah.
Like Holding, he probably doesn't get much look at all in the old way because you only get 3 and that's it. Right. And am I going to spend one of mine on a center back switch? But if I could sneak him in with Nketiah at the same time,
and
all right, let's do it. I'll put some fresh legs in for the last 10 minutes,
Whenever we want to experiment with Gabriel out on a wing with either Xhaka or Martinelli and put Eddie and Keita down the middle, I'm totally up for it. Because when Eddie comes into the game and you watch him play and the things he does, Eddie's not fucking around.
No.
He's not fucking around.
No. And I mean, even on his misses, man, you see him set the ball from left foot to right foot to get it into position. I mean, he's a smooth footballer, man. He knows how to play.
When he comes in, he's holding the ball up. He's going on long runs, and he's still trying to take an opportunity to get a shot on target and take his shots. I like what I see from Eddie, and people will giggle at that because he barely plays, but it's his attitude and mentality when he comes into the game that has me really excited because he's staying ready.
Yeah,
you can see it. And like I said, anytime Arteta wants to just try that on a whim, maybe put Gabriel, what did he play? A man said he played out on the right and, keep a Martinelli, Eddie down the middle. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of energy.
That's a lot of everything, and you give Xhaka a rest.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Xhaka. You give him a little rest. The kid needs a rest.
I think he's due for one.
He didn't play bad. I'm not complaining. He needs a rest though.
No, and the only thing I'm just noticing over and over kind of is he gives you everything, and then at the end of the first half, he seems to kind of I'm a little tired. He gets a second win for the second half. By the end of the second half, he seems to kind of start dragging down to get him. His stamina is as good as it can be, but he works hard. He really works hard. People bump him, grind him, knock him down all day,
Yeah, no, yeah. He it would be nice, we can't do it now, but it would have been nice before all these, fixture pileups and big games. It would have been nice for him to get a little rest. But he missed a chance. Somebody tweeted yesterday on my timeline. He was real coy about it, but he said it was right after that chance. That's why I'm thinking, he's talking about Xhaka, but he said somebody on our team is very, very overrated. And I'm not going to say who. You know what I mean? I'm just like, wow, who's he talking about? And it was right after the Xhaka chance. So, and you're starting to kind of see that he hasn't scored yet, But I thought the last 2 weeks, his energy, the way he's starting the game, the way he's trying to be aggressive, I thought he was fantastic. And here's the thing with Xhaka. Here's the thing a lot of people don't see. He's maturing into he's like a veteran now, because even if he's not, he missed that chance, he maybe made a few bad decisions on the final ball or whatever, he still got the game-winning assist. Looked up, passed it right to Martinelli, who finished it. And all the, oh, well, I don't know about him, maybe he's overrated or whatever people are saying. He got the game-winning assist. He was calm when he did it. There was not an issue at all. He looked right over there to him, passed it to him, bam. We scored the goal. So I'm still down with Xhaka, and I know most of you are, but that's what people are saying. That's the word on the tweets.
Having the tough discussions. I mean, I would say if there's one thing that anybody would want to knock him on, would be like maybe his finishing or something,
or his haircut. One of those two.
Man, but when he tightens it up though, ooh, it's slick. It's a throwback to the early 90s. No.
Right. If he would just anyway. But yeah. No, I feel you.
But physically, mentally, his decision making and his ability to distribute the ball.
Yeah.
Come on, top notch. So if
2-footed.
So if you're knocking him on because he missed a sitter yesterday, I get it. But like you said, he never gives up. And in the meantime, I'm never worried with the ball at his feet because most of the time he's making decisions, not taking shots.
Exactly.
And I'm way behind his decision making. He's a smart footballer,
Right. Don't be Gabby Martinelli, like I said, is currently trying to take over world football.
Yeah.
So don't be distracted by his output and what he's doing from kind of, dissing or slacking off Xhaka. They're at two different stages in their career. That was Xhaka 2 years ago. Now Xhaka is, putting it all together.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just slowly becoming a world-class player, a superstar.
Yeah.
He's growing into that. And these are some of the lumps you have to take, especially when, how old is he? 21, 22, 20, one of those.
21, I think, maybe, yeah.
You should know that. You're not an art.
Dude.
I'm a grown man. Okay. All right.
The one more thing on shooting on target.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, when you're pushing him down and he just throws a foot at the ball, it's on target.
Yeah.
Emmy had some nice saves on Jesus shots where I think we had 15 shots to 2 in the first half.
Something crazy like that, man. It was
and I mean, man, some of those Gabby, I was just like, I don't even know how he kept the ball in tight traffic like that, but then he still just let balls go that were on target. I mean, he's better than I thought. I don't know why I'm gonna keep saying this early on, but I just keep watching him and I keep thinking, wow, I didn't know he was that strong. Wow, I didn't know he had that much fire in him, like chasing balls around. And
I didn't know he was that big.
And
he's not short.
No,
it's like he grew 3 inches when he got to Arsenal. You know what I mean? He looks bigger, faster, and stronger. And
I mean, he's got the boy band look. So I mean, I'm assuming. I think I'm thinking like he's like like part of New Edition or something.
Right.
Like I mean, but no, he's strong. He's not short. Yes.
For all you 15-year-old kids out there who are saying, "Who's New Edition?" YouTube it, okay, Mr.
That's
Telephone
right.
Man. So the big thing I want.
Mr. I like Telephone. That. You see?
Right.
Gabby and Ketia.
Right.
Telephone man.
So you want to hear a few bars. Okay. Mr. Talent. Now I'm playing. I'm not going to do it. Who I want to talk about is Sambi Lokonga. Thrown again, this kid thrown into the deep end, and yesterday he really impressed me. I'm going to tip my hat to him. I thought he played great. Some of those long passes he was spraying in the first half, never got caught on the ball. He seemed like he was a little more dialed in, and he was up to speed. Remember, you always say there's an adjustment period when you come into the Premier League, especially the pace of the game and the intensity. For somebody who's he likes to be cool on the ball and do his thing. But yesterday, I didn't see that. I saw somebody dialed in, focused, and somebody who who calmed my nerves about the transfer market today.
Yeah.
He calmed me down.
Yep.
I'm not I'm not all we need to get somebody or anything like that.
I don't.
We need some people, but we're not desperate.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's desperate, and I feel like money just needs to be well spent. If you really got somebody that you like and you can get it for a price that you think is a good deal, go for it. That's cool.
Right.
But yeah, don't just spend it just because, we just feel like anybody would work there. Like, I think the guys we have work there. I even think we got guys that can even sub in there that are probably just like we've talked about. Zinchenko could play in there if we needed him to.
Ben White has played in that position for half a season.
Played there before.
So plus we got Lokonga. And
Elneny. They're hurt right now, but yeah.
Right. And I don't think Partey's injury is that bad, but you're never going to get, more than 8 or 9, 10 games in a row with Partey.
Yeah.
He's just one of those guys who's going to get hurt. We've all seen it, the Wilshires, the Diabys, the Van Persies,
Yeah.
You wake up, he's fit. You go to bed and wake up again, and he's out of the lineup today. Just he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
So, but I think Lokonga can fill that role. And my whole thing is this, Fitz, like I've been telling you, are we trying to win everything?
Yeah.
Are we just trying to concentrate on league and maybe go on an FA Cup run and hopefully win that? You know what I mean? Because if we're trying to win everything, then we're a little short.
Yeah.
We're gonna, if we're gonna need a winger, somebody to back up Xhaka or can play either side or push them, and we're gonna need a defensive midfielder. If we're trying to win everything,
right?
But if we could focus on league and maybe an FA Cup and give all those youngsters experience in the Europa League, then I think we got it covered easily.
I agree. I
really do. At least until January.
Lokonga's big nod is his passing. And I kind of got reminded by it watching him play yesterday that, because remember, we went through that period early last season when we had injuries and Partey went down and Lokonga had to play for a little while. And I just remember he's kind of a smooth operator with the ball, and he loves to kind of float those and he's on the money with those passes. They're good passes. Like,
no, he was dialed in.
But we'll give another nod to Arteta and his tactics. I think he's made that position, the guy that stays back in the midfield, as least pressured as it needs to be for us to play with our squad.
Right.
So he's got enough support with a good back line. And sometimes Xhaka stays back there with him. Sometimes Xhaka runs into the box. But there just seems to be less pressure on that guy. So he doesn't even have the necessity to have to be scrambling all over and chasing somebody that he doesn't need to chase. So he's just real comfortable. I think Elneny fits in the spot like that. I think Lokonga fits in the spot like that. Like,
yes.
And like you said, the other two guys we talked about, Ben White and Zinchenko, talented enough that I wouldn't feel worried, you know.
And I'm sure even if you put a gun to Smith Rowe's head, he can handle it too. If we got too desperate, and people are gonna be like, "Oh no, he's the winger now." But he can.
Yeah.
He can. He might not be running around there tackling fools, but he can. He can play in the middle of the pitch. And, we'd have to make some adjustments anywhere. Plus, he needs to play. So it's a perfect opportunity to get him on.
Getting some run in.
With that said, I'm seeing a lot of Xhaka praise on my timeline. I thought he played well yesterday. I thought he made some good passes. But just a solid game to me. No, yeah. I'm getting all these weird tweets about if you don't appreciate. It's just,
I just don't.
It's just what It's cool.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to just be like a better person about Xhaka, but I just like his fanboys are almost make me not give him the credit he should. Early on in the game, one of the things I had noted was Xhaka was having a little rough game. He left a couple passes loose that didn't connect.
Mm-hmm.
But then he did some pretty nice things, including being part of that first goal.
Right.
And I was like, I'm backing off him, I would call this game, it was an all right game. I mean, it was a good game, I guess. I don't know if good is good right down the middle, or is that better than down the middle?
I mean, I'm like you. I thought his performance last night doesn't deserve oh my gosh, if you don't understand Xhaka's value to this team, or, Xhaka is so underrated. He played good. The cross was deflected. We got lucky. We scored the goal. So tremendous. His positioning I've noticed his positioning has been good. He's not, Xhaka, his positioning is bad is when he's getting caught out and he's fouling people. He's getting yellow cards. He's being stupid. But so far this year, none of those things have happened. I don't think he's had to, run, catch up with somebody and put in a dumb challenge just to stop, a professional foul, basically. I haven't seen any of those. And that's because his positioning. And I think him moving up the pitch, you know what it is, dude? It's that back line.
The back line is just
we got it covered.
Things locked up.
We got it covered. And when Partey's out there, those five together, go ahead. Have fun, Xhaka. Run up, do your thing.
Yeah.
We got this. And I think that's helped him a lot. Plus Odegaard, who's going to keep moving, keep trying to get a passing angle, help him out.
And Odegaard's good chasing back. Not that he's hella fast, but he's really crafty. Right. He knows how to read to somebody dribbling. He kind of goes to the one side or the other to steal balls.
Yeah.
Defensively, I mean, it's just weird to say, but Arsenal seems very sound defensively now.
Yeah, we got a damn foundation.
Yeah. Now, defensively, I want to bring somebody to attention real quick.
Go for it.
Gabriel. Yeah. I tell you what, man. What he does on corners in the box, and now I'm watching him chest balls down to his good foot to take a shot. Dude, this guy's dangerous.
He's classy.
He's dangerous.
He's almost as good as Rob Holding, technically. People think I'm being an asshole, but
Chambers is better than both of them, so
Chambers thought he was. That fool used to kill me. Like, what? I could do whatever. But
Gabriel, the technical stuff that I'm watching him do, I'm just like, he's not just a aerial threat on a corner. Like, I mean, if balls get down and knocked around and loose, he's dangerous if he can get to the ball.
That's the best part of his game. Really,
it really is. It's kind of the thing that puts a nod over the fact that every once in a while, and like the other game, night and day, where he screwed the ball up and then he scored the game winner.
Well, that's what I'm noticing this year. He's he's a little nervous with the ball at his feet. You know what I mean? And maybe I'm noticing that because the guy he's playing with looks like Zidane. Saliba. Very comfortable. It doesn't matter if you're pressing him. He's just going to flick it. You see Gabriel, you get a little jump. You're like, oh, shit, make the right decision. But with Saliba, it's just like, oh, well, la. Let me get it over here to Ben White and let him do something. But those two together, you need those pillars, especially in the middle of the pitch. And with those two, and then you got, Ramsdale.
The other corner came in from Martinelli and just missed Saliba. You see him come across with the header, and he just missed it, and Gabriel almost cleaned it up anyway.
Right.
But,
No, yeah, totally. I thought
between the two of them, man, that's a threat on corners. And, You know, like the league will probably, the announcers will never take a good look and be like, you know what? This is the most dangerous team on corners in the league. Like,
totally.
Man City, they don't really score like that. Like, they take short corners and try to work you back in and stuff. And I mean, occasionally Liverpool can get a Van Dijk on the end of it or a Matt. But, you know, like, I mean, just the constant threat. How does Jesus score or even get a on the ball? He sits like right on the line by the goal. I mean, he's not as tall. He's just not that tall.
We're a constant threat on the delivery and the execution of whatever set piece play we're running. And you can clearly see there's some structure to it. They're running plays basically.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to whoever that guy is, the coach, whatever his name is, the specialist. We have a specialist. Who else? Who else?
I mean, other than that, Martinelli. I don't know if we gave him his just due today, but Martinelli, just a world beater, man. I mean, and he's setting defenders up better and more.
Not an easy finish.
He's looking to distribute balls around.
Yeah,
he did that cute little like right foot outside flick to the middle of that was on the money.
What I say, he's scored some of the greatest goals for Arsenal in his short career, and he almost had another one. Woo! He struck the hell out of that ball in a half volley. He almost had another one. His finish wasn't an easy finish.
No.
But when it was going to him and you saw who was going to it, it was going to Martinelli. You're like, oh, he's going to make this.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. Like when Rooney would get it on a break and you go, okay, he's going to make it. That's how I feel with Martinelli.
Like a cat.
He's going to make it. And like he's the epitome of what Arteta wants, I think, as far as passion, team spirit. He's a classy kid, tries to say the right things. He's plays hard, wants to be great. Like you can see it. Like, you know, you just want to root for the kid. But I think that whole attitude is just washing over the club right now and the players with everybody. You see it with Odegaard. You even see it. You see it with Xhaka. You know, he's got a new lease on life, and you know they're all trying to capitalize on this. That's what I feel like. They sense something big can happen, and you know they're going to try to capitalize it one game at a time.
Yeah, I tell you what, if this season is special, like it's feeling so far, who knows what's going to be like next May? But I think we should all just keep in mind, like this really still is a rebuild. This year is still a rebuild. We're not in Champions League right now. You know that's the goal. We have to be in Champions League as well as compete for the title in Premier League. But
once we get the Champions League, then I think who we try to buy goes up a notch too.
The level of buys just become better.
And it's easier to persuade people to come if that's their, you know, they want, you know, they always say, I want to play Champions League football, you know. Okay, well, we're not there yet, but when we are, that's not going to be an excuse anymore with players coming in. So,
yes,
it's transfer day.
Yes, I will believe in the mystique. The mystique of Arsenal is true. Players do have dreams, and they watched them when they were young, and they like Arsenal. I do believe in that. They just want to make sure that we're like a competitive squad that's trying to win trophies.
Right. And so it feels like it feels like the process is smoothing out right now, and it's coming along.
Yeah.
You know, it's coming along where, you know, we had some rocky, it was bumpy in the beginning. It's smoothed out, and we're just coming along now. And I couldn't be happier with everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't say that lightly because I don't like anything. I don't like anything. And I just want to say the fans, my interactions on Twitter, even the crybabies and oh my gosh, you know, all that. I love everybody right now. You know,
that's right. You can't rain on this one.
You can't rain on this one. It would be tremendous if we brought in a wing. we need a winger, okay, you know? And we need a DM. Anyway, I'm just playing. I would like to see us go for everything. You know, if we were gonna bring in a winger, you know, I want a big time one. You know.
I mean, let's make it worth it at least.
And if we can't get one because of the situation we're in, you know, we'll wait. Anyway, Man City are going to win the league because they have a Viking on their team who scores fucking hat tricks. What? That's 6 goals in 2 halves. And when they talked to that fool, the first words out of his mouth were, "I must break you." You know what I mean? He let his hair down. And was like, "I must break you."
He dies.
Right. Pep had his finger up his ass. He was just, do it. You're a big one. Do it. Play.
It's blue Kool-Aid. Blue. Drink this blue Kool-Aid.
Go. Faster, play, be aggressive. I don't. For some reason, I think I sound like Pep. You tell me. Go to YouTube and subscribe and quit playing around. We are out. Happy transfer day.
And like I've been saying from day one, you know me. I support Arteta from day one.
Oh, hold on.
What's that?
Shout out to Lizarazo, the homie. He's been watching the podcast. Great guy. He's got a Champions League fantasy league. He wanted me to. I'll post it. I'll put it in the description. Join the league. You got till Wednesday or Monday or whatever.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me. The Champions League starts on Wednesday, or what is it? Tuesday, Wednesday they play? Yeah. We're Thursday.
Thursdays.
That's Europa League. Anyway. Shout out to Lizarazo. Shout out to everybody. Get your game tight. And we're out.
Peace.
Peace, everybody.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning into Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Guna Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.